Here
Yes,
we go.
Sure.
Here we go. All right. Hello, everyone.
Here we go.
Welcome to Trackside with Tom. Tonight, we are on a prime time special on Trackside with Tom tonight. I have Patrick Shea here with me. Say hello, Patrick.
Hello.
Yes, Patrick is going to be watching the chat for us tonight and making sure that questions get relayed along. We also have Sam Bolte with us tonight, lending his expertise. Say hello there, Sam.
Good evening, people. Hello.
Yes, Sam was being a little shy, but we did convince him to talk. And finally, for the first time, co-hosting tonight, we have Mr. Michael Bartles. So, Michael, step in here and say hello.
Hello, everybody. Good to finally be here for once.
Yeah. You know, Mike, I did your YouTube channel. One of the very first things I did when I was out promoting the magazine a year ago. I did a thing on your YouTube channel that I think we even did live, didn't we? So, we've come full circle here now.
Yeah.
So, we are looking at Amtrak in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. And did we figure out how long exactly that this train has been waiting here? Do we have an answer on that?
They've been here. They've been here since a little after 8 o'clock.
A little after 8 o'clock?
Like 40. They've been here for 47 minutes.
Okay. So they showed up late.
47 minutes.
And apparently the engineer died on his hours of service, so they're waiting for an engineer to get cabbed over from Ottumwa to allow the train to continue its trip west. This is the westbound California Zephyr stopped at Mount Pleasant. As you can see, the passengers are all off the coaches because they know they're not going anywhere in the near future. And
pretty much.
yeah, this is literally the definition of a dead train. So
It is.
Yeah, it is.
I'll tell you one of my favorite things to do when we were running trains up and down the Marquette and Mason City subs was the dispatcher would ask, "Hey, are you going to make it to Dubuque on your hours of service? Are you going to make it to Marquette on your hours of service?" You know, and that was a common question. And the answer was always the same: we're going to make it or we're going to die trying. And you know, that got old after a while. The dispatchers got wise to us and they just stopped asking. But
Yep, you get where you get.
yes, exactly. So anyway, we may come back to Mount Pleasant if Amtrak ever gets moving here. But I wanted to note a couple of things tonight. First off, we are actually, this is kind of unofficial, but we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Steel Highway tonight. So, you know, we're not going to break into a chorus of happy birthday or anything, but it was...
Oh, darn it.
I know, right? It was November 14th of last year when I put up the Mills Tower camera, which was, I believe, the fourth camera that or maybe the fourth or the fifth camera that I put up. But it was the Mills Tower camera that was the one that kind of put the whole YouTube channel on the map and got people to start watching and become interested. And I remember putting it up, and I think it was actually you, Mike, that pointed out to me, it's like, you have like 1,000 subscribers now. You know, you've got something like 25 people logged in all at the same time watching this camera. So, yes, that was a really big deal. So this camera went up November 14th of last year, and now it's actually the Mills Tower camera, which I consolidated that. It became the channel that all the other cameras got consolidated and added to as we grew. So that is that's the note that we're landing on tonight. And additionally, the fourth quarter magazine is out in the mail today. So just by show of hands here in the chat, how many people have their fourth quarter Steel Highway magazine? I'd be very curious to find out, because I know
got
that
mine today in the mail.
You did get yours today?
Yep.
I've had mine for about a week now.
Well,
What?
you're just showing off.
Well, here's the thing, Mikey. I'm just built different.
Clearly.
I don't know if I have mine yet, to be honest. I haven't checked.
I picked up the proof copy, so that's why I got mine early.
Yes.
Just simply have not checked.
Well, so Sam, I think I sent one home with your brother on Sunday from the Dubuque train show. Either your brother or your dad. So.
Oh, really? I wasn't. Must have not seen it. Oh, I think it was Giles, maybe? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, maybe.
But anyway.
But yes, lots of people I know received their magazines either yesterday or today. And, Alan Hunt apparently doesn't check his mail every day, so that's a problem all unto itself, I suppose. However, yes, this is actually, it's the 5th issue. The first issue was mailed out in November of last year. And, or sorry, not November, was it November or December? But basically this marks a year of Steel Highway magazines that have been mailed out to people. So that's why we're celebrating the anniversary of Steel Highway tonight also. Kind of a special primetime episode for everybody to enjoy. So now, what do you think, guys? Should we go over and should we look at some photography from the magazine? I actually have some images that I can share.
We could.
Yeah,
whatever you gotta do.
That would work.
That would work.
Yeah.
But we might want to scooch on over to East Dubuque for a little bit here beforehand.
Oh, okay. What have we got coming in East Dubuque?
CN coming in. CN 337 coming
337. All right.
Yeah, I'd go to the East Cam probably.
So once Amtrak departs, there's going to be a freight train behind them. They didn't route them around.
Oh, okay. Another westbound?
Yep, it would be the westbound Gallon.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely check back in for that also.
Well, that's assuming if Amtrak leaves while we're still live.
Right.
That is a fair point.
Actually, in the next 53 minutes.
I give it a 50-50 chance. We'll see.
So let's see here. All right. So this actually gives me a great segue. We're looking at the East Dubuque East camera right now, and it's not the greatest image, obviously. This camera is actually on my project list for 2023. And at some point, I'm going to be kicking off a fundraiser to upgrade East Dubuque to a PTZ camera next year. But in the meantime, we still have this view. We've got the traffic over there on US 20 going through East Dubuque. And I don't know, there might be a headlight down there in the corner. It's hard to say. But
There should be.
you know, Sam, I think that we might be better off waiting to roll the 337 by when he goes by the Dubuque South camera.
Maybe.
Yeah. Just
Let me
because
start
of
looking at your
the...
pictures. It doesn't seem to be showing up yet.
I just got a text from the Amtrak attendant down there. The engineer should show up about 9:30.
Okay, so they might move while we're on the air. Does the Amtrak agent in Mount Pleasant know that he's live on YouTube right now?
I would assume he knows about the camera.
He's actually, I went back to it. He's actually standing right down there in the orange vest.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching him texting Mikey this whole time.
Yep. So, Ron, if you're paying attention, you should definitely wave at the camera at some point. But he's obviously attending to his charges that are the passengers of the train. So anyway, we're going to turn off the volume on that. And while we're waiting for 337 to show up, I do want to highlight a little bit of photography from our most recent magazine. So, Sam, well, no, you haven't seen it yet. Patrick.
No.
Patrick.
Yeah.
If you had a photo that you wanted to highlight from the magazine, it can't. So we have the cover photo, obviously, which we've used as a thumbnail on Facebook already. And we have a centerfold, but we don't really want to give away the centerfold. We want people actually to buy the magazine and watch and get the centerfold, right? But
Right.
what would be another photo that you would like to highlight out of the magazine that you feel like was just really high quality?
I think a good one is this photo of Highway Interstate 516 from Jacob.
Ah, yes. Blasting through the snowdrift. Here we go. This is a Jacob Nerup photo, and this is the Iowa Interstate 516. It's one of the Rock Island themed units that the interstate uses, and they're blasting through a snowdrift that was created maybe by a snowplow at a crossing here in Wilton, Iowa. To give you a little bit of orientation, this would be a westbound move, and this is probably on the BICB, if I would have to guess based on the time of day. So, westbound move by the Wilton Depot, and we have the train order signal in the background. The depot is actually very nicely restored. You know, it's if we hadn't gotten the West Liberty Depot for a webcam location, this would have been another great location as well. But you know, the Wilton Depot is definitely worth a trip if anyone wants to go down there and check it out. Also. But yes, we have the now I don't know if Jacob is on here. I'm curious if he created the snowdrift for them to blast through. Like, did he?
He did.
I can safely tell you he did. Yes.
Yes. So, you know, you want to talk about photography tricks, creating your own snowdrift so that you can get the nice blast of snow as the engine goes through at 40 mph. That's one thing you can do. Definitely. It's it takes some skill. You have to be pretty good at snow fort building in order to really get this done the right way, but it's definitely possible. So, Mr. Bartles, if you were to choose a photo that you would like to see highlighted out of the last issue, what would you like to see?
I have my eyes turned to a photo on page 23 of it's a Russ Lyon photo of the BNSF coal train on busting all the drifts on the Atumwa sub.
Yeah.
That one caught my eye.
Let's take a look at that. If I can find the right photo here, that would really help too. Here we go. We've got it. We're going to zoom this in a little bit. So I didn't talk to Russ about this to get a precise location. I just know that this is on the Atumwa sub. And, you know, you want to talk about capturing the essence of trains blasting through snowdrifts. This looks like he may have blasted through about a 6-8 foot snowdrift to create this kind of effect. And you can kind of see how it's very windswept. It's very cold out this day. Wind probably just howling from right to left from what it looks like. and you can see the drifts going across the track, very powdery snow, to create that kind of effect as the engine is blasting through the image there. Mm-hmm. And if I had to guess, I would say he probably took like a series of images. You know, he probably had it set to take 2 or 3 images all in sequence, and this is probably the one that turned out the best. But yeah, just a really nice image, honestly.
Yeah, one of Russ's better ones. He takes a lot of good photos, but that one takes the cake.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this too. So,
where would that be? Is that like probably a Fruitland train or something on the CP?
I would assume so. It was in 2021.
Yeah. So, if you made me try to pick a location for this, I would say that we're probably somewhere in the Rubio to Farson area.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that'd be my best guess. So I don't know. I don't think Russ is in here in the chat anywhere, but that'd be my guess. Somewhere west of Washington in that Rubio to Farson, maybe even down as far as the distance signal to to Rutledge, maybe, but somewhere in that general area. Yep.
I do have a couple more that I found that I think we should show off.
Sure. Let's hear it, Patrick.
So the first one would be a CN train that Rafter Vandriesch captured in Two Harbors.
Yes. So this is one of these things where there are so many people that talk about making these trips to go up to the range and do photography on the Iron Range. And here, so we have a pair of CN SD40s. Do we know the heritage of these? I'm sorry, I'm blanking on it.
They're CN heritage. I'm pretty sure they're SD40Us.
Okay.
They're former Missouri Pacific, correct? Or is that no? I thought they were. Are they CN heritage or are they rebuilt?
Yeah, I think they are.
Well, hold up. I can look this up. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I'm not sure. I think that with those...
Okay, it is CN. I was thinking of something else.
All right.
Because they definitely look like they were built by
I think
GMD
they're thinking of
Canada.
the GT40s that were ex-Mopac.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. So we're up in Two Harbors, Minnesota, north of Duluth. We're out here in a blizzard, from what it looks like, and unloading at the ore dock. It looks like he's already unloaded part of it, unless if that's a second train over there on the other side. But it looks like he split his train and he's unloading the second half of it right now, if I had to guess.
I'd say I don't know the unloading operations at Two Harbors. They might have to split it.
Right.
I would assume that's probably just cars sitting there, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
I'd say you're the one that's been to Two Harbors, so.
Yeah, they can store cars there. It could just be for another train. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
But.
All right. Well, Rafter, thank you for submitting this photo. This is part of a 2-page set of all photos off of the Iron Range, so we're very happy to have this and include it in the latest issue. So what's another one you got there, Patrick?
The other one just so happened to be the North Shore mining shot from Simon Thompson.
Ah, yes.
I just wanted to point it out because they're currently not running ore operations on that line. Right.
And this is something where just a fantastic shot that he got going through this S curve, and capturing kind of the whole loaded train going down grade. But this North Shore Mining, have they been shuttered for 6 months now?
Something like that.
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, they stopped operations like right after we all made our trip up in March, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, so we got like 7 months or so, and they're hoping to open up next year, but we'll see.
Right.
I think I've seen something that said they weren't going to resume until at least spring of 2023.
Yeah, I've heard April, I think, but we'll see. I'm hoping it's April. I do want to shoot them again.
Do we know the disposition of the equipment, the locomotives, the cars? Is it all just sitting there waiting to be reactivated?
Yeah, they just
I assume.
Oh, go ahead.
I think a lot of it is probably at Silver Bay, if I had to guess.
They'd probably up in Babbitt. They'd probably be up there in Babbitt, I would assume.
Okay.
But I mean, they're still running the occasional maintenance train.
Yeah, but that's where their shops are. So I would imagine they're probably all up in Babbitt.
All right. Well,
yeah, if you were up there, say today, you'd have to get like really lucky to see like a maintenance train running, and that's pretty much all you'd see. And I think they have like one other customer that they get, and they run a local once in a blue moon. It's like maybe a couple of hopper cars, but I've never seen one of those. But it's like BNSF hopper cars from what I've seen. I don't know if those are still running, but yeah.
Hey, we did have a question about these North Shore Mining SD70s. Are these off the CSX? Is that where they came from?
Yes, these are CSX SD70s.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta say,
rather surprised they took them because those things are garbage.
They are garbage. Yes, I don't like them. I mean, they're fine. You know, but
they're fine, but they're garbage.
They run like garbage.
Fine. You know, you have to deal with them, but yeah, they're not my favorite. We do have 337 coming up to the South Cam.
Oh, the Dubuque South camera? Or the... Okay. Well, let's jump over there. As we see Amtrak is still... Amtrak is still stationary.
I was watching... Yeah. I was watching them going over the bridge. Because, like, somebody else set up a cam. Or I think, like, City of Dubuque or something. I don't know. Hold up. I have to look at the channel again. Yeah, Dubuque County set up a camera on like the dome, like whatever that big building is with the dome. They have a camera up there.
I think that's the courthouse.
Pointing. Yeah, the courthouse, and it's pointing at the bridge. You can see them crossing. It's actually a nice camera.
Yeah.
So another way to see CN trains coming in.
All right, I think we see a headlight coming.
Yep, there it is.
And there is our 337 tonight pulling into Dubuque.
Never expect.
I'm going to bet it is 3 ST70 M-2s.
I think it's like 5 units or 4 units.
Oh.
5 or 4.
Oh, look at that, an M-2 leader. Oh, what a surprise.
Wow. Then we have a -9, I think. Yeah, -9. Another -9. No, wait. Yeah, no, that's a -9. That is.
Yeah.
I can't tell what that last unit is. It looks orange.
75I, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
4.
Oh, that. Okay, never mind. That's a freight car I was looking at. Whoops. Thought that was Janie.
Yeah.
So.
No, not.
The other thing that occurred to me is that we might be able to see 261 go through Bellevue at some point during the program also.
Oh, yeah, that's a possibility.
I don't have any idea where 261 is. If anyone has the any intel on that, or has the... if you have the CP, DM&E, ATCS map, you'd see them go through Deer Creek and Sebula Junction, potentially.
Okay. I have another train approaching another cam. If you go to Stevens Point, we have a northbound probably coming within the next minute.
All right.
Might as well keep going around.
Sam is on it tonight.
I am.
Absolutely.
I want to show everyone the action.
Nighttime action.
Stevens Point north or south? What do you think? I like north
So
better.
I'd do south. I'd do south.
You do south?
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Let's find Stevens Point.
Oh, here it comes. This is gonna be perfect timing. Here it comes.
Well, I pulled up the north camera,
Oh,
but we're still gonna see it.
no, I think it's gonna derail before it gets there. Oh.
No, there we go.
Still
Oh, we
fun.
got a CITX on there.
Oh, it's in 100-liter. I'm going crazy right now.
Yeah, and look at all that potash. So, do we know what train this is?
Whoa.
If Rocky Run, if you're on here tonight, you want to share some info on what you think this train would be. But
It is
yes.
M3 something. No.
Yeah, well, thanks. Yes.
Gee, thanks, Sam.
It's probably an odd number. Yeah, M3 something odd. Yes. 100% correct.
Yeah, and then after this we can teleport 1,000,000 miles or more like 100 to Nina, and it's not even 100, is it? It's like what, 80 miles?
Well, this
70
is
miles,
250.
something like
What's
that.
the mile post at Nina? I don't even remember now.
187, so it's less than 70 miles.
Yeah.
So yeah, we
All
can
right.
get southbound coming through there in a second.
So
Let's
as
move
we're going
on.
along here now, we've got 47 people watching us live right now.
If you turn back the Stevens Point cam to like 8 o'clock or so, apparently an IC SD70 led through Stevens Point.
It was trailing.
Oh, well, that's very misleading.
No, so no one cares. No one cares.
Never mind.
No one
on.
cares. You can see that on.
You can see it about 7 to 10 times a day at Griffith.
Yeah, but through Stevens Point's cooler because it doesn't happen as often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's still a trail fail.
Anywho,
Yes.
actually, before we go to Nina, there is kind of a interesting train at 2039. It's like 1,000,000 units on an intermodal.
Oh,
I like
okay.
Stevens Point.
Also in Stevens Point?
Yes. For sticking with Stevens Point for a little bit, yeah, 2039.
I think I found your
Oh, and
intermodal
then at
train.
2109, that IC pass is going south. So it just happened a little while ago.
All right, let's go over here and we're gonna jump around some more. Let's see how many units actually constitute 1,000,000. How well can Sam count? Let's see here.
I can safely tell you not very well.
1, 2. What?
Holy moly!
2 units is 1,000,000? I mean, I'm a little
that's the
bit
wrong
disappointed
train.
here, Sam. I'm not gonna lie.
2039.
Oh, 2039.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I got
but-
the wrong intermodal train. All right, fine.
That's not even an intermodal. It's the front end is pigs. I don't care. I'm gonna say pigs. The front
Yeah,
end is
Thank
pigs,
you.
And then I'm breaking the unwritten rule. I can only say that for the interstate. But anyway, the rest of that train is manifest. So
All
the
right.
real train is at 2039.
the real
2039. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. I feel like the count. 4,
4,
5, 6,
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
7. 7 locomotives. Ha 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 ha. Yes. All right, fine.
That's 1,000,000, right?
It's
Close
enough. It made for
you
a
don't
good
see it
joke.
often on intermodal.
I'll stop harping on it now.
And then at 20, and at 2109, you got that IC that nobody cares about. No.
Yes.
No, no one cares about it.
No one cares. No, we are gonna actually keep moving along. But while we're rolling this train by, we are going to talk a little bit more about the Steel Highway magazine, because it is the end of the year and it is time for everybody to renew their magazine subscriptions for 2023. We have the magazine calendar year runs from January 1st to December 31st, and then everybody's renewals are due on the first quarter of each year. Now, this year was the first year for Steel Highway, and when everybody subscribed, I just got everybody caught up to date, and I mailed them the old magazines to keep them up to date for everybody that subscribed partway through the year, and I'm going to continue to do that going forward as well. However, the exciting part about renewing your subscription to Steel Highway is that the price has actually gone down this year. So we were charging sales tax, which made a $48 subscription become $51.36 with tax when you actually went to subscribe. However, during the course of this year, I have gained enough subscribers to the magazine that we have made bulk rate shipping through the post office. And let me just tell you that for those of you that don't necessarily know about this, it's really exciting because it cuts the postage rate basically in half for mailing everything out.
Which is good.
It's excellent. And so, in order to pass that savings on to the general population, I have decided that I'm eliminating the sales tax portion of the subscription price. And so the subscription is just a straight $48. And when you buy a single issue, it's just going to be a straight $15. So, in my attempt to obviously incentivize everybody to resubscribe for 2023 and pass some of the savings along as well, this is what I've done. So, please consider renewing your subscription or starting a new one if you don't have a subscription already, because as we can attest to, and we're going to do some more photos from this issue as well, there's just some really high quality photos, and I don't think anyone's going to be disappointed in the quality of what they receive in the Steel Highway magazine. So, thank you to everyone who's already subscribed, and make sure and re-up your subscription for 2023. And apparently I didn't talk long enough because this intermodal train is still rolling by Stevens Point.
Oh my gosh.
But yes, we are.
Yeah, we have another intermodal rolling by Nina now in live time.
Yeah?
Oh, apparently we're supposed to roll by 570 according to Evan.
And
570 at
Amtrak started
Mills?
to depart Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
Back on.
Red alert, red alert. Everybody's in at Mount Pleasant. Oh, there goes Ron walking around. He's probably like, oh God, thank God these guys are leaving.
All right, make it live. Ron's looking around. I think he's expecting him to leave. Are we going to watch the California Zephyr finally depart Mount Pleasant?
That is hopefully the goal.
That is the goal.
Oh, so, Tom.
Yes.
Are you willing to talk about that new camera that might
Oh,
happen
yes.
this month? Or
that is on the agenda as well. Absolutely.
Okay.
I was I'm not exactly sure what Ron was doing to the passenger coach there, but I figured that you know what we never did? We never looked back to see what the power was when Amtrak showed up. Was it interesting?
It's just like two.
It's our standard two P42s.
It doesn't. It didn't have any. There wasn't a heritage unit to it or anything.
Nope.
No.
All
Just your
right.
standard. boring P40s.
Well, that's
Pretty
fine.
much.
Well, as we're waiting for Amtrak to depart, I'm looking for the 570 by Mills, and I am not seeing it. But maybe I'm not
Here,
going far enough
I'll
back.
find it here.
Yeah, find me a timestamp, and we'll do a roll-by of Mills.
I'll find it on Cedar Falls.
So,
Let me
We'll
see.
go back to the cam that started it all.
yes, exactly. So, all right. Apparently,
Okay.
Amtrak is
Yeah, I
still
think I
not
found it.
exactly in a hurry to leave here.
Yep, okay, found it. Oh, okay. Just go to 1822 for Cedar Falls.
1822. All right, I can do
Yes.
that for
It's got
Cedar
a
Falls
great
West.
horn. Yes.
Great horn. I am.
No,
all
I'm using
for
sarcasm,
horns.
but I actually kind of like it. I don't know if other people would like it, but yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll be the judge of that. What time was
mean-
it? 1820, you said?
Yes, 1822.
1822. Let's see here. That's not the right time. We're going to find this yet. 1822. Oh, I think
Oh,
I
wrong
found
cam. Forgot 570s eastbound.
it. Yes. Evens go east.
bad.
Odds go west. Easy mnemonic to remember. All right, we're pulling this over. We'll blow this up. That's a clown car horn. What are you talking about, Sam?
Clown car horn.
Ah, that's a first.
That is a 100% clown car horn. What are you talking about? That was like a
I
single
don't
chime
know any words.
Nathan.
That'd be a K3L with some issues.
Yeah.
3 out with some issues.
But I do like those. I don't care what you say.
Wow.
All right. Well, if you go back another hour from this, it probably went by Mills. Well, depending if they had work at Ackley, but they probably went by. Oh yeah, Tyler even chimed in here that they went by Mills in daylight. If you want to go back and hear the clown car horn again.
Oh yeah.
So otherwise, yes, this is our pretty standard CN manifest for west of Waterloo. Lots of tankers, lots of hoppers, mostly agricultural products. So could even be part of a loaded ethanol train back there, possibly.
Could be.
Kind of looks like it.
Yeah, definitely looks like it. So let's go back over here quickly. Amtrak has still not departed Mount Pleasant. But apparently Ron Graber's given up for the night.
Yeah, I mean, I would get up too.
Yes.
It's been there for an hour and 25 minutes.
All right.
Good job.
Good
job,
work
Amtrak.
tonight, Amtrak. Big round of applause. Yes. All right. While we're not watching Amtrak continue to sit at Mount Pleasant, oh, hey, JP's Bar and Grill. Hello, Steel Highway. I'm impressed with your Railcams. I was wondering if you'd be interested in the Bar and Grill. You get a free brew on us. Where is your Bar and Grill? I need information. I mean,
My interest has been piqued.
I know, right? How many guys can I bring along with me to help with this install? So, while we're waiting for Amtrak to still not leave, I have a photo that I would like to share from the last issue of Steel Highway. And this one, it's another Jacob Narup photo. This is the Sioux Line 1003. And this is doing a roll by with their version of a Santa train or Snowflake Express or whatever they call it. You can see they have a very loaded tender full of coal there. And they are outside of Slinger. I forget what the name of this lake is, but they're outside of Slinger, headed for the passenger depot, where they're going to deal with some of their patrons.
Yeah, this is Hartford, Wisconsin.
Yes,
west,
Hartford. That's
just
what
west
I
of
was
town.
trying to
I
come
was
up with.
standing
Thank
right next
you.
to Jacob.
Yes, Hartford.
I don't think there's a lake name. It's just a little like pond next to some apartments. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they shove west of town and quote unquote pick up Santa Claus and then come into town.
Right. So, going back to the whole.
You got a response from JP's Bar and Grill.
Oh, we did. Where are we at here? The UP Salina subdivision?
UP Salina sub, isn't that in Kansas?
That sounds right.
Isn't that in Kansas?
Yeah.
Elena sub? That is in Kansas.
Every Railcam subscriber gets a free appetizer.
Nice.
Oh, that's a deal.
Well, that's what I was saying. How many people are coming out with us to Gloria's Jewelry in West Chicago near Turner Junction? Yeah. I mean, look, send me emails with ideas, because I am looking, quite honestly, we went from 5 Railcams at the beginning of 2022 to now having 28. And number 29 is going to be back online whenever they get their internet at the museum in Greeley. And number 30 is going up on Thursday, which is going to be over in Port Byron. So we have gone from 5 webcams to 30 in 12 months. And I will be totally honest with you, my goal for 2023 is to double that number and get to 60 by the end of 2023. I realize that is a lofty goal, and I have no idea if I'm going to achieve it. But that is absolutely what I intend to try to do. So absolutely send me all of your ideas for webcam locations, because I love it. I need leads to follow up on, and send them all to me. It's thesteelhighway@gmail.com. So, all right, let's talk about this photograph a little bit, because there's a lot encapsulated in this photo. A lot of like photography tips that people can have looking at this photo. The reflection shot. So, Michael, how many successful reflection shots would you say that you've actually achieved in your photography career?
0.
0?
Well, no, 1. That's about it.
Yeah. All right. So it takes a really still day, calm day with no breeze to be able to pull off a good reflection shot.
Yeah.
And it kind of works here. Now, do you remember what the temperature was outside this day?
It was early November, so I think it was in like the 30s.
So when we look at photographing a steam locomotive, you obviously want to get a full head of steam. And getting it in kind of that close to 30 to 35 degree temperatures, you get this really neat cloudy effect of the steam coming off of the stack. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. And so going out to, steam engines in the summer are obviously much more common, but you get either very clear smoke in the summer, or you get the really thick black smoke when it's really working hard upgrade. And so in this case, we have the kind of crystallized look of the white smoke because of the temperature outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then looking at this from the perspective of which way are we looking at the engine here? It's coming toward us clearly, but what direction are we actually facing? If you were to put it on a compass, which way are you looking?
Like northwest, I think.
Mm-hmm. And where's the sun?
Like directly behind us.
Exactly. Yes. So you are getting the full effect of the sunlight illuminating all the engine and all the pieces of rolling stock in this case, because the sun's behind you and you're shooting using the sunlight to your advantage basically, rather than having the sun in front of you and having everything backlit. Sam, you still with us? I don't know. I think we might have lost Sam.
No, I'm here.
No,
You're here?
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah?
He's just he's trying to figure out a time to get down to JP's Bar and Grill.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. So, Sam, I have a photography question for you.
Yes, what's up?
We're looking at Jacob's photo here.
Go ahead.
All right.
I see.
What do you see? What do you want to comment on?
I think it's framed pretty well, to be honest. I really like the reflection.
Yep.
I think the reflection is really nice. I mean, it's obviously not perfectly still, but I think it's about as darn good as you can get. And I really like that pole reflection as well. That just adds to it. And the smoke is, it has some nice smoke. I mean, they're probably not even on the throttle, maybe slightly, but just because of the cold weather, the smoke, or I should say the steam, is just showing a lot better than say if it was the summer, it wouldn't be that good.
Right.
So yeah,
Yep.
overall it's just a really good picture.
Oh.
I'm sure. Yeah, but no, it's just a really good picture. Yeah.
All right. Patrick?
I won't.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
Oh no, go ahead. I have nothing else to say.
All right. Patrick, do
He's
you have anything else
he's
to
absolutely stunned by the photo.
add? Yes.
I don't have anything else to add.
All right. Well, I can see you guys are all somewhat novices then. That's fine. Have you heard the term rods down before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's all like, "Oh, I gotta get the steam engine with its rods down." and all
Yeah. Yeah.
I that's also another neat addition to it.
So,
I do like it when the rod is in motion.
yeah. So we've got the rods are about in mid-stride right here. But yes, if you talk to some old head railroad photographers, they will tell you always got to get the steam engine with the rods down. Yes. That's definitely a thing. So it's obviously not the case here, but it's a very nitpicky thing to say.
I've never understood why it matters if the rods are down or not, but you do you, I guess.
Well, so you see where the counterweights are?
Yeah.
So when the rods are down, the counterweights are on the top. And then you see where the connecting rod off to the side, that the silver connecting rod there, that goes more straight up and down when the rods are down also.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's something that, I don't know, it's nitpicky. It's something, if you talk to old head photographers, they'll tell you the steam engines with the rods down. That's what you're supposed to do. Obviously, I included the photo anyway. I still like it. But I just figured that's something to throw out there in the world of photography, since we're trying to give some photography tips here. That's something else just to consider.
I like Jacob's name for this photo. It's in the top left corner.
Yes, come sail away. Yep.
Ooh, sticks.
Hey, look at this.
Heck yeah.
We timed it perfectly.
Hey, they're leaving.
They're
Finally.
leaving.
Gosh.
Bon
Oh, 10
voyage
till
to
10.
California.
Oh, I was hoping they stayed there till after 10. Gosh dang it.
No, not today.
Yep, and then the freight train shouldn't be too far behind them. They're sitting right outside town.
I gotta say, 1003 has one of the weirdest operations I know of. Like, it's
I really
weird.
wish 1003 had more places to run.
Yeah, literally all it does is a really short, quote unquote, Santa train, and then the photo charter. Pretty much every year. I mean,
Hey, this year
sometimes
they ran to Chicago.
That's true.
Granted, they
That's
broke
true.
apart in two because the Wizard doesn't know how to run a train. But
And also,
Yes.
it was like one of the hottest days of the year when it ran, so that doesn't help.
that's fair.
Yes. All right. Shall we have a brief conversation about night photography?
You mean the thing every single one of us isn't that good at? Yes.
Yes. So we included a 2-page spread of night photography. This is a Craig Williams photo of the CP Santa train from a couple of years back, and we're at Lansing. And obviously it is pitch dark out. So the reason that this photo works is because the train is standing still, quite frankly. In these lighting conditions, to try to photograph a moving train would be nearly impossible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's honestly the best advice I can give you about night photography is shoot trains that are standing still, or just do long exposure and get the really nice, the blur look to it. Yes, that's the other thing you can do.
Or if you want to spend a lot of money on a bunch of lights, you can do that too.
You could be a bunch of jerks to the train crews and flash them.
Yeah, unleash the sun in the middle of the
Right.
night.
Just blind the train crews. They come around a curve. Yes.
I've heard mixed reactions from crews. Some guys don't care, and some guys get really, really annoyed by it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the beginning and the end of my lesson in night photography is just photograph stationary trains, and then that's about the best you can hope for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or you can be like all artsy and take a long exposure of a train going by with like the huge, lights zooming by. I mean, that's always cool, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe you
I
can
think
go
Tom
to the
mentioned
top.
that already.
I might have been distracted. I'm not gonna lie, but you could go to maybe like the top of that state park at Bellevue, and do like maybe a minute or two long exposure of a train going south.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
And honestly, it's not. I just I kind of want to do that now.
Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back there, Sam. So, all right. I have one more photo that I'm going to share because I actually got several questions about this photo, and so I am going to pull it up just to clarify to everybody what we're looking at. So this is a photo that I took. This is on the Mason City sub. You can see milepost 93 over there. We're between Rudd and Charles City. A loaded grain train with 4 SD40s going east.
God's power.
Exactly. Yes. Actually, SD40-2s are God's power, but at least one of these was an SD40. I forget which one. Just a straight SD40. So, yes, I stood on top of the locomotive to take this photo. And I'm just going to own up to that right now. And because I don't work for the railroad anymore, and I am not ever going back to work for the railroad, and so I'm willing to
what do you
say
got
this.
to lose?
Yeah, exactly. But yes, this is a solid set of DM&E ice power. That's right. I do not remember the numbers off the consist. But I can tell you that this is not taken from an overpass. This is because the question was if this was taken from the 218 overpass that's over there by Floyd is the name of the town. This was not. This was taken where I literally climbed up on the cab of an SD40 and looked back at my train and took a photo. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, maybe this was taking off the overpass if you like got your legs chopped off or something. If you're that
Right.
close. I mean,
Jeez, okay, Sam.
hanging by a swing off of the side of the highway overpass.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's a little close.
Right.
It feels
Jeez.
So this, I mean, I honestly considered it kind of a throwaway shot. I was surprised at the number of questions that I got about it, honestly. Which is why I think I even used it just as a backdrop to an article that was in the magazine. So, anyway.
Oh yeah.
I just figured I'd point that out so that I could answer the questions on that one. Michael or Patrick, did you have any other photos that you wanted to highlight from the magazine?
I have one.
All right.
It's the where is it? Oh, right here. It's the I don't know if you want to show this one. It's the Royal Hudson going through the Rockies.
Oh yeah, that one's fine. The only
That's
one that I
probably my
figure is
favorite.
off limits is the centerfold photo.
The big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably one of my top 3 favorite photos in the issue. Just because I'm
Yeah.
a sucker for CP steam.
So yes,
It's
this
a
is
bit
the
foreshadowing.
This is the CP Royal Hudson. It's west of Calgary in the Rocky Mountains, Canadian Rockies.
Ugh.
And this was actually a photo run by that was done by the company. So, very rare to begin with. And I believe he's actually pulling the RCP behind him. But it's kind of hard to tell.
Looks like it.
I'm trying to
I
tell
think
the
so.
color on the sides of the coaches there.
That is one photo. Holy.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yes, it really is. And it's pretty clear this had to have been done. I mean, I realize winter in Canada is 10 months long, but this, you can see how there's snow on the ground, there's snow on the trees. This is very clearly done sometime during winter. Yes. And
if I would have to guess, it's probably early or late winter. I don't know.
Yeah, because the
Just
river
based
is
on
not
how it
totally
looks.
frozen
I mean,
over.
it could be in the middle, but
No.
the snow doesn't look too deep either.
No, if it was in the middle of winter, you'd see
But
polar bears ice skating on that river. So
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
back to our conversation, the kind of the comparisons with that Sioux Line 1003 photo. You can see how this engine is actually working a little harder here. The smoke that's trailing is all white, but what's coming out of the stack immediately above it is actually black. So it's definitely
Yes, it is.
it's working. It might be working up grade, but certainly through some kind of a reverse curve here. And if he's pulling the entire Royal Canadian
Well, yeah,
Pacific,
they actually have a train to pull.
right. So if he's pulling the entire Royal Canadian Pacific train set, then he is going to be pulling about a dozen passenger coaches. So he'd be working pretty hard there. And
if you want to see a gallon go through Mount Pleasant, he's getting ready to go through Mount Pleasant right now.
all right, well, we might go back to that. But yes, this was a
I can see
Mike.
his headlights.
I think Mike Raya
Yeah,
is how he pronounces his name, Raia, that he submitted this photo. So thank you, Mike, for submitting this fantastic piece of photography here.
There's a very, very good photo.
Yep. So now, so looking down the track, you can actually see over a mile down the track. You can see those headlights way off down in the distance that are coming up on the highway overpass. And we are, in fact, going to see...
Yep, they should be going past the 229 detector.
Well, we can't hear the defect detectors on this because I didn't have a long enough cable to connect to an outside antenna. So right now all we have is there's just a little rubber ducky on the scanner radio inside the coffee shop here. So you can hear.
Ain't that sad? Oh well.
Yeah, you can hear it when they're doing their station work, for instance, when Amtrak stops. But you can't hear a train.
Oh yeah, you
even
can hear
from...
Ron and the conductor talking clear as day.
Yep, that's right. So as our westbound is approaching here, we'll just say a thanks to our host, the Coffee Depot, for allowing us to have this fantastic view of the Mount Pleasant Passenger Depot in downtown Mount Pleasant. And, yeah, this is... Oh, we can hear him whistling. So, all right, JP's Bar and Grill is in Manhattan, Kansas. Now, as an Iowa State fan, I have some issues with Manhattan, Kansas, but I'm willing to set those aside in the interest of placing a webcam in Manhattan. So, thanks for clarifying that, JP's. So, all right. Let's talk a little more while we're waiting for this guy to show up. There's there's 3 projects that I have on the horizon right now. On Thursday, I'm going to install at Port Byron. And from Port Byron, we're going to be able to see the CP Nitron sub, which I know you can stop the jokes now. It's a 1 train a day operation. I get it. But we're also going to get to see the Davenport sub because there's clear line of sight across the channel. So you're going to see the CP trains going through LeClaire as well. But the real benefit of this is when the CP turns on the signaling system on the Davenport sub, we're going to have our first ATCS host, which is going to be able to pick up North and South LeClaire and hopefully be able to pick up a hold signal that's getting installed down at PV as well, Pleasant Valley.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Also, I'm confident in sharing this now. I went to a city council meeting in Calmer, Iowa last night. And Calmer has a former Milwaukee Road passenger depot, which is now owned by the city. And they would like to have a webcam in Calmer. So we are going to have our first webcam on the CP Mason City sub. And it's going to be at Calmer, so it's basically on top of a mountain, or as close as you can get in the state of Iowa anyway. So we should get really good radio reception up there as well, and be able to listen to the CP writing track warrants to go back and forth between Marquette and Mason City.
Yes, and that is going to be...
That's going to be helpful.
Amazingly useful for when
Yes.
you're anywhere up there. Because if you ever rail fan up there, you'll know that it is going to be almost impossible to know if there's anything on the Mason City sub, which is like honestly the coolest line up there. It might be a big hot take. Of course, I love my Marquette sub, but yeah, Mason City is really cool.
It's just really hard to find trains unless you're literally chasing something directly west out of Marquette, for instance. To drive out there and try to intercept something is nearly impossible.
Yeah, it's pretty much impossible.
Pretty much.
All right. Do we have any predictions on what the power is going to be on this? Is this a gallon, you said?
Yeah, it's gallon.
It's
2 GVO.
Here.
A dash
Mikey,
9 and some kind of yard power. I bet.
Mikey, stop! Silence. Okay, stop talking. It's gonna be a GEVO. We got a GEVO coming, then an H1, and then another GEVO, and that's it. So let's see if I'm right.
Probably not.
Oh, there's Ron sitting at the doorway. Let's see, please. Actually, I'm gonna do a last second change.
Holy moly.
Crap. I was nowhere near right. Holy crap.
A bunch of GEVOs, an ace, and a dash 9.
That's a pretty typical gallon last year, to be honest.
Also being pulled by a million engines, as Sam would say.
It is. Yeah.
I think we've established a running gag now. This is great.
Oh, what? I've never seen these cars on Gallon before.
These are some home shop coil cars is what those are.
Huh, that's interesting.
Probably a couple of bad order empty coal hoppers that are getting moved back west. Ooh,
You
green
honestly never
BM
know.
grain.
You never know what's going to be on Gallon. Gallon has such a variety of cars. Like these. What? Bunch of pipe.
Yeah.
And I know BNSF shuttles a lot of cars that are going for repair to Lincoln, since they have a huge car repair facility in Lincoln.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, that'd be right. Yep.
Definitely. Well, I don't know if we're going to get to see any DPUs on this. This looks like this is just conventional head-end power.
Probably. They don't. Gallon doesn't run with DPs that often. Unless they're super heavy.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sam, do you have another highlight for us to go to after this one?
I don't know, honestly.
All right.
I've kind of just been watching Gallon hold up. I want to check out Nina tonight. At least once, so
You want to check out Nina? You know, the other one we need,
Yes.
if we're going to hit our nighttime cams, we got to look at Sedalia, too.
I guess.
You
I
guess?
guess.
All right, here's my hot take for the night. I think Sedalia has the best nighttime view out of all the cameras that I've installed.
Sedalia's probably first. Mount Pleasant's probably a close second.
I think, you know, and that might be biased here, but I think Mount Pleasant is the best.
All right,
Sam,
you know what?
have an extreme bias for Mount Pleasant.
Or
Doesn't count.
Bellevue. They are like tied for me.
I've never looked at Bellevue at night, actually.
I sense a poll coming on.
Let's see. Yes. Let's see
Start
if
a
I'm right.
poll.
You're right. I'm very curious.
Where is the best
Oh wow, Bellevue's really good too.
nighttime view? And the options are Mount Pleasant, if I can spell, Sedalia.
Okay, so let's go to 1813. Or okay, it's pretty much 1814.
Well, you're gonna have to hang on for a second now. I'm starting
okay.
off my poll. I'm kicking off the poll.
Oh my god.
All right, Sam. All right, Sam. If Sedalia wins, you owe me a Dr. Pepper cherry. Okay. Okay.
Ooh,
I'm not
Dr. Pepper.
I'm not gonna hold any
Nina.
promises there. Oh yes, Nina.
Oh, it's only giving me 4 options. Okay, Mount Pleasant, Sedalia, Bellevue, and Nina. I guess those are
Okay.
gonna be the 4 options.
That works. Yes, and speaking of Nina, we need 1814.
All right.
A highlights.
Well, I've got to actually get switched over to Nina. And
Yes.
here we go. I mean, this is a pretty fantastic nighttime view. All right, what time? 1814?
Oh,
1814.
that is fair. Okay. Yeah, that does look pretty good.
Oh, that's 16. All right, 17. A little too far. We're going to find it yet. All right, here we go. So we got the pair of icy Jeeps posing in front of the camera.
Yeah. We have M338. I'm sorry. I mean something. I don't know what this train is, but you know, it's a duo of SC70 and S2s. So and then we have a magical northbound coming.
Oh,
Wow, a 3-way meet on the camera.
Wow.
You'd
wait,
almost
what
think
train
we were
is
in
this?
Fort Madison.
What train do we have here?
Oh, hey, it's that
Train with
intermodal
the million
train.
engine. Yeah.
being pulled by a million engines.
Yes.
Yeah. The moon is. Wait, is that? No, that's a freaking.
That is not the moon.
I thought that was a moon.
Oh, I think it's time for you to go to bed.
Yeah. I guess I've lost 20 brain cells tonight.
All right, well, Bellevue is winning.
It's been a night. Oh, it is.
Bellevue is winning
fair
with
enough.
53%. Yep.
Let me.
Let me put my 2 cents in here real quick.
Yeah, see. Oh,
All right, since we've already rolled this train by once, we're going to go ahead and switch off of it. And we're going to check out Sedalia. And then we'll check out, apparently, everybody's favorite nighttime view, which is in Bellevue.
I'm not gonna lie, Bellevue's is pretty good.
Yeah, it'll be even better when they get their Christmas decorations put up.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
that should be, I would imagine, any time now.
Yeah, I would assume.
Christmas
it's past
decorations
Halloween, so
don't
it's
go up
Christmas.
until after Thanksgiving. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Get with the program.
Christmas starts in October, people.
It starts
Seriously.
the millisecond after the 31st of October.
Sorry, I'm in the retail business, so Christmas starts in like October.
All right.
It would be really convenient if we just
If a train went
switched
by.
over to wait, what?
Oh, no man.
No, I don't even know what you said, but if we switched over to Bellevue and got a northbound or something.
yeah. I said
Yeah.
if a train went by.
Oh yeah.
I was scrolling back through it. I don't see any trains by Bellevue in the last couple hours.
So 261 is probably between here and Green Island, I would imagine. Let's see if I'm right.
How are you going to prove or disprove that without actually going out there?
I have my ways,
You have your ways.
You have your ways. I'd love to
which
hear 'em.
is literally nothing, but you know.
Oh, what?
Well, that is
Oh,
right.
well, look at what I found. Hey, look at this. Looky what I found.
Oh, what? Oh, wow. That is a correct
we-
meter if I've ever seen one.
Where we? Oh, there we go. When is this? Oh wow. Okay, a little while ago.
Is this a loaded sand train or is this a 260 with a barge load of sand on the head end?
Judging by the power, I'm going to bet it's a sand train.
Probably sand. Yep.
I've been wrong before, though.
You're saying it won't be the
it's
first
a sand
time.
train. Yeah.
Yep, won't be the first time I'm wrong.
Yeah. I don't
It's a
know. The
sand
sand train
train.
theory looks pretty strong right now.
Doesn't. Yeah, it's a sand train. Yep. It does not have a DPU.
What? Way to spoil. Come on.
Hey, I'm just here to spoil everyone's.
No
fun.
spoilers. Come on, man.
Thanks, Sam. Come on.
Yeah. All right. So, while we're rolling this by, we are. So I've got the camera that's going to go up in Calmer at some point. Going to Port Byron on Thursday. Clinton is going to happen in the spring. That got pushed back because of the construction schedule, because they're renovating the museum in Clinton. But we're going to have a camera there. Be an AGCS site as well. And then we're going to do upgrades with PTZ cameras in East Dubuque and at Trempealeau. We're fundraising for the one in Trempealeau right now. When that wraps up, then we're going to start fundraising away for a camera in a PTZ cam in East Dubuque. So those will both happen very likely in the spring. So after this, I mean, this is very clearly a sand train. So
I don't know, man. 260 is pretty long nowadays. You never know.
yeah. But I think I see the end is approaching.
Oh.
So we're going to do
no.
this, and then we're going to roll one by. We're going to roll one by at, excuse me, Sedalia. But we do have a very clear winner, which is Bellevue being everyone's favorite nighttime view. All right, so Sedalia, Missouri. And this is another one that, you know, when I put this up, I had no idea how nice this was going to end up looking. I really didn't.
I just noticed this. I really like the Mopac logo on the depot. That's really cool.
Yes. So for those of you that aren't familiar, this is in fact a former Mopac line. And we are going to get we're actually getting an eastbound. Which is, or no, this is a westbound. I'm sorry. This is a westbound. So what do we have here?
Just like your old average manifest.
Wait, loaded coal going west?
Bad orders, I would imagine.
Maybe. That could be.
They are 100% bad orders. They're probably gonna. They'll probably get dropped at, you know, somewhere in Kansas City, or they're gonna probably go all the way north.
Well, here's more loaded coal going west. Yes,
or this is UP's new way of shipping coal.
Right.
Yeah, I doubt that.
All right, well, for some reason we switched to night vision halfway through. I'm not sure exactly why. But 52% Bellevue was the winner with what's the best nighttime view. 26% Sedalia came in second, then Mount Pleasant at 13, and Neenah at 8. 23 total votes.
Sorry, Sam.
Hey, at least it didn't get last.
Yeah.
Bellevue is a very worthy winner.
I think I'm going to have to make sure this is switched over to permanent daytime view. I don't know why this is going back and forth. So anyway, while we're rolling this by, I do want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure and check out steel-highway.com. Make sure and renew your subscription to the magazine or order the magazine if you haven't seen it yet. And thank you to, oh, there's a DPU, NSDPU it looks like.
Oh, man.
So thank you, Patrick, for being on here tonight.
Yeah.
And Sam, thank you for being out here tonight.
No problem.
And Mr. Michael, your first time out. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, no problem.
Have we scared you off, or are you going to come back again?
Oh, I will be back at some point.
Detector milepost 190.3.
So, well, we'll definitely keep trying to find ways to incorporate more people and keep providing content that people enjoy. So, anyway, yes, thank you everyone for logging in. We're going to, I'm just going to let this thing roll by, and as soon as it's done, we're going to shut off the live stream. Well, there's an auto rack. There's just, this really is, it's just kind of a fruitcake of a little bit of everything out here.
Yeah. That's UP for you.
Yes. And there's the rear. All right. Everyone have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we will be doing Trackside with Tom at noon tomorrow.